Southwest Ohio?
I think we got most of our Ohio guys from Cleveland and Columbus. I think I might be the only Dayton.
Ben, how did it feel just to be out there on Saturday, you know, 2 field goals, and just be back out there playing the game? How did it feel for you?
It felt great. I mean, I love game day. I absolutely love game day. It's a good team win all around. To get 2 kicks at the end of the game was awesome. First one from 50. You know, don't want it any other way than that. And then to obviously bang that 50-yarder for the first kick of the year. That always feels good.
What did you notice about the guys surrounding you when you were kicking off the coverage team?
Tremendous. I mean, I'm excited about our coverage team, especially on the kickoff. I think it's going to be a great season. Coach Bro has a great plan for us, and our guys are hungry. Like, you know, a couple of those we just wanted to hang up to force a return. And first one they fair caught, and the second one they brought out, which was much later in the game. But we're going to keep doing stuff like that and let our guys go make plays.
I know the touchback line moved out to the 25 a few years ago, but as a kicker who can do it, do you think strategically it just makes sense? Just kick as far as you can, take the touchback every time, just eliminate possibility of a return?
Sure, I think a lot of it's situational, but we're more than capable of tackling guys inside the 20, inside the 15, which is then the goal. You know, like I've always said, Coach Bernowski's not satisfied with just getting the ball on 25 for the opponent offense. So, you know, if we can get them inside the 20, that's really our goal.
You talked over this, I think during camp, about like how you measure the weather and prepare for that on a game day, like when you're actually in the stadium. And can you prepare at all, like during the week, if you know that it's going to be, you know, crappy weather day on Saturday? Can you like do anything to kind of simulate and prepare for that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we anticipated some rain. That's part of our routine every week. We get wet ball drills. So Nico did a great job with that. Nico Crawford, the long snapper, he did a great job with that. We didn't have to hit any balls while it did rain, but you know the field was still a little wet, the grass was a little wet. But no, we prepared for everything. So whether it's, you know, wind or rain, we have that preparation note every week just in case, because you never know.
Did you give Narduzzi a hard time for going for it on 4th down?
Never. Never. I know my kicks will come. When my name's called, I'll do my job. And I like to be aggressive. I'm all about it. You know, I fit that aggressive play style too. So it worked out in our favor. And if you wanted to do it again, you know, go ahead.
When was the last time he came up to you in a game and said, "Hey, can you make it from here"? Like, does he even ask you that, or has he ever asked you that?
No, I don't think a situation's ever come up where they've asked that question. Pre-game, they'll get a line for me. And it's usually different depending on direction, depending on wind and all that, you know, weather, like you said. But usually it's 60, and then, you know, give or take, we've got the wind at our back. It can be 62, 63, but you know, we're pretty much good. You know, once we cross the 50-yard line, you know, let me know.
Was 60, was that your line last year, or has it kind of moved back?
I don't think I'm kicking the ball any bigger than last year. I think, you know, even last year, we were at Louisville. It was, I think, pre-game hit 65. You know, so it really just depends on what direction the wind's going, and just putting the ball up in the air and letting it fly a little bit. But yeah, you know, if we get a situation like that this year, like I said, it'll depend on wind and all that stuff. But say there's no wind, no weather, it's 60 comfortable. You know, if I'm feeling really good, maybe 62, 63. But you know, those kicks are so rare. You just really focus on the ones that are 50 in.
A lot of family coming to the game Saturday?
Oh yeah, a lot of family, a lot of friends, a lot of family friends. I got a lot of buddies that go to the University of Cincinnati, so especially my senior year, to go to a game that close to home is very special to me. So I'm excited to see all the familiar faces and have a good game for them.
Were you recruited by Cincinnati at all?
Yeah, I did a lot of talking with them back in the day. It was Luke Fickle, and coordinator was Brian Mason, and obviously they're elsewhere nowadays. But really, the guy who got me into kicking was the kicker there. His name was Cole Smith. Back in, gosh, I want to say like 2017 to 2020, he was the kicker there. I went to a camp in 2017, and he DM'd me, and he's like, "Hey, if you ever want to train, let me know. You know, we think you're pretty good." And ever since then, you know, he was my first really mentor and trainer in kicking, and he introduced me to my coach, Adam Tanowski, who's up in Buffalo. And he'll be at the game too, this guy, Cole Smith. So I'm excited to see him. He's working in Cincinnati nowadays because his career was, he did his 5 years. But no, there's a lot of good memories there. A lot of good memories.
Did he give you a hard time when you didn't pick Cincinnati?
What's that?
Did he give you a hard time when you didn't pick Cincinnati?
No, because scholarships work differently with specialists. Really, every 4 years is when you get a scholarship the next guy up. Coaches are different or situations are different, but usually that's how it goes. And at the time they had a guy, and if I came in, I would be sitting for maybe 2 or 3 years, just depending on the situation there. So the offer was only ever a walk-on spot, but I knew the whole specialist unit. I could name them out, but I won't do that. But like I said, there's a lot of good memories from Cincinnati.
You came here on scholarship, right?
Yes, sir.
Initially?
Yeah, back in 20.
Would you like to move his first performance at long snapper? Was everything good on that? Or
Can you say that again for me?
for Upo, this is his first game as your long snapper. Was everything good on that end?
Yeah, I mean, Upa did a great job. He handled Upa handled the long snaps, so that was for punt, and then Nico Crawford did all the short snaps, and Nico did a tremendous job. We had a lot of reps between extra points and field goals. I think 9 total reps, and all of them were meant. They were all perfect, and that helps me with my job.
I've always been curious, I noticed some kickers line up at 7 yards, some line up at 8. Is that a preference on the part of the kicker, preference for the snapper?
So are you saying, like, in regard to how far back the
ball
holder
spotted
is
at
from the
20,
spot?
you might line up at 27 or 28.
Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, that's a coach's preference. We're 8 yards, but to be honest, I mean, I would think we're 8 yards, just because I go where the holder goes. I try not to think about that stuff at all, but yeah, it just usually depends on the special teams coordinator.
Oh, I also wanted to ask you, I mean, obviously you're focused on right here this week and all of these things, but obviously there's the future, and I'm sure you envision a professional career for yourself. Have you looked at this kickoff rule in the NFL?
Yeah,
what do
it's
you
very
think?
unique. Like you just said, I really do take it all one day at a time. If the opportunity presents itself going down, then great. But it's a unique rule. I'm excited to see what they do with it because it's new this season. So there's going to be a lot of new ideas, and then it'll continue to evolve too as the years go by. But I think we're going to see a lot of creativity this season, and you might even see position guys kicking off. I mean, who knows at this point? Just to get another guy down the field who can make a tackle. But no, it'll be very interesting. It'll be fun to watch.
Thanks so much.
All righty, guys.